Hey folks, Dan Frio here, the Mortgage Update. Today is May 26th, 2020. So I want to expand a little bit today on a video I did yesterday, and I did a little Memorial Day tribute, and it was basically just saying thanks to those families that lost loved ones. Their loved ones never came back, and the thank you I have for those are, I had a lot of family that were in wars. My father served in World War II. Thank God he was able to come back. Obviously, I would not be here. And he just turned 90 years old on April 2nd. So thanks, Dad, for what you did. And, it was traumatizing to him. He was a 17-year-old young man in the Marines in World War II. And a lot of people who don't have family members that have served, you don't know what it's like. And even to this day, you start talking about war and, ships. He took a ship overseas and, being in little bunkers and this and that, he gets choked up, and there's a lot of things he won't talk about. So this is a thank you to those people out there. What I did is I came out and said, I'm going to waive. There's an $895 underwriting fee that we charge that will be waived for any veterans out there, veterans families that we can help. And what I wanted to go over today is a specific program for those veterans that are currently in a VA loan. Okay, right now you're hearing a lot of talk about forbearance. And what forbearance is it basically allows you to postpone 1, 2, 3, maybe even up to sometimes 6 mortgage payments. But the bad thing about that is, and it's still, the banks keep coming out with some regulations, or the government keeps coming out with some regulations that say, well, your lender has these options. Well, I hate when I'm not in control of my options. So what I've tried to do is say, can I have a better solution for you? So today, that's what I want to talk about. Is if you're currently in a VA mortgage right now, there's a program. It's called the IRRL. It's IRRRL. And it's a program that does this, and it allows you to, if you're currently in a VA loan and your credit scores are over 600 and you have no late pays on your mortgage, you should qualify. Today's rate, and we're going to go over the rates here in a second, is I'm going to show you where my rates are. And I always hate this, I love when you guys shop, but what I don't like is playing, I guess the car dealership game. I will always, and I promise you, I'll come back with the best offer that I have. What frustrates me the most is when you get a quote from somebody and then you reach out to me, for example, because at the end of this, I'm going to tell you how I might be able to help, thousands of people out there getting a better rate and better fees when you're getting a mortgage. But what drives me nuts is when somebody gets pre-approved or approved for a loan, and they're locked in and everything's good, and then they come across my video and they reach out to me, and I'm like, okay, here's what I can do. And then miraculously, the lender that already gave them the approval and they locked them in and everything, and let's say the rate was 4 and I'm at 3.75. Now, miraculously, they can give you 3.75. Well, then it comes back and I'm like, well, I gave you a 3.75 with no costs. And the other place was 4 with about $3,000 in fees. So now miraculously, they're coming back with 3.75 with no fees. I have no problem with you as the consumer, or you the homeowner, trying to negotiate rates. What drives me nuts is if you wouldn't have reached out to me and then I gave you those quotes, that bank would have been more than happy to sign you at the 4% with $3,000 in fees. So that's one of those areas that really drives me crazy. And again, I'm not saying don't get multiple quotes, but on my end, I don't like it. I'll say, I'm not going to playing the car dealership game. I'll give you, I promise you, my best offer at the get-go. But the economy and rates and other things change daily. So that might change. But I'm always going to give you my best pitch on that first pitch that I give you. And I mean by, basically throwing a baseball. I'm not saying, pitch in a derogatory manner. I'm going to give you that first quote. That's the best I can do. And, again, the next day, if rates go down, I'm going to, be able to offer you those rates. But I'm not going to go back and forth and, okay, they'll give you this. And because you're reaching out to me for my assistance. So I'll leave it at that. So what I want to go over next is I'm going to go over the programs and basically explain what the VA Streamline is, allows you to do, doesn't require you to get, such as income documentation and appraisal. And then we're going to go over rates. So I can show you where rates are today with me, and then we're going to compare those out there in the environment. So it's going to be live, real time on the rates. So I'm not manipulating anything. So stay tuned because we're going to get to that right now. So the first thing I just basically want to go over is VA mortgages. Why people look into those and what they do for you. So a VA mortgage is basically those, if you're a veteran or you're serving in the military, you would qualify it, and you would know. Just reach out to us if you're contemplating if you do qualify or not, and we'll walk you through that process. But some of the biggest benefits to that is there's no money down, so your down payment is zero. The rates are phenomenal. They're usually better than conventional financing. That's the normal mortgage that you think of. There's no prepayment penalties. You're allowed a higher, what we call debt to income ratio. What that is it's all your debts on your credit report plus your proposed mortgage divided by your income. And then it allows you to do the streamline refinancing when possible. If rates drop more than 0.5% from where you are currently, you should qualify as long as you have a 600 credit score and no late pays on your mortgage within the last 6 to 12 months. It depends on how long you've had that mortgage. If you've only had it for 6 months, those payments had to be on time. If you had it for a year, those payments need to be on time. So if you have a bankruptcy in the past, a foreclosure on other properties, a current bankruptcy, but you're paying your mortgage, all kind of scenarios, you still fit. Okay? So going through here, it goes through and kind of explains to you. You could pause this screen right here and look at some of the details that encompasses, what exactly is the EARL that I spoke about and who qualifies. And then I'll go down through here and give you some more data with that. So the streamlined process there. Okay, so you can pause the screen here if you want to check out that. So let's get on. The biggest part of this is when you're refinancing or doing this, the biggest thing you want to look out for is what's the costs involved and what is the rate. Okay, so let's go. I Googled basically VA, I said put VAQ, so VA mortgage rates, and let's see what pops up. So we go down through here. Here's the VA rates. A 30-year rate is this, but we want to look at this, what they call the IRRL, the IRRRL. So right now it's saying the top 10mortgageloans.com, top lenders. Here's the best rate from this website. So we're looking at the 30-year IRRL. Okay, so it's 3.375. So we got that. News Daily, that's going to give you that. Let's go down through here. What's the best VA rate? That doesn't give us any rates, so let's get rid of that. Let's go down. What is a VA rate? It goes through here, same point thing, 3.3. What is a current 15-year rate? Let's look at everything that just gives us the rates. F30 or 3.3. So everything's 3.375. If we look at that, it might even be all the same. Oh, is 3.25 a good rate? 3.25 is a great rate or extremely good rate. Minus 375. So it's basically we're looking at 3.25 to 3.375. Okay, so that's what we have on the rate. One of the places I usually go is to bankrate.com. That's one of the biggest places out there that people scan that system. So we're going to go through here, and I'm just going to, this is a refinance. 606, I always use 60623. It's a city or a zip code in Chicago. 350, property value. 300 is the loan amount. 740 is the score, 30-year term. And we're going to look at the VA program. All right, so we have here, we have 3.249, so 3.25, just like all the other places with no points. Or this place down here, whoa, they've got 3. But like I always told you, please watch over here. You have $6,000 in fees. Don't do that. Okay. So we got basically what we're seeing is 3.25 to 3.35 is the rate out there. So let's go to me. So I'm going to I put in the same parameters to save us time. 300,000, 335. I think I used some other factor in here. So 335 value. So I have a lower value here, but let's move this to 350, so for comparison's sakes. And it's the Earl that we spoke about right here. 740 score. It's the same what we did here, 740 plus. So everything's the same. And we go down here and I pick the VA program on a 30-year and we hit submit. So let's see where this takes us. And it should pop up here any second. So right now I have with me, we'll go to 3.25. 3.25, I would be actually giving you a credit. The negative, for those new to the channel, what we do here is this is showing you what my rate is and then any cost that it would cost you to get that rate. A negative is money back to you. You would get a credit for anything in the negatives. A positive, you would have to pay. Okay? So we go through here. At 2.75, you could pay $837 to get that rate. If we go back to here, at 3, it's costing you $6,000. So mine's $800 to get 2.75. It's $500 to get 2.875, $200 to get 3, and at 3.125 you start getting money back. Okay, so that's where I am today with rates. Again, this is the VA Earl program. And the fees right now, I have, like I was saying, I'm giving a credit back to those veterans and the veterans' families out there for $850. That is our normal lender fee. So to do this, you can see where you are with rates. So let's take, if you remember back, I said to qualify for this program, you need to get a rate of, let's recap the qualifications to get this mortgage. You need a 600 credit score, no late pays on your mortgage, and your rate has to be 0.5% lower than you are currently. So for example, if you get 2.75, that means if your rate now is 3.25 or higher, you should qualify. And again, I'm giving you a discount or a credit of $850 that normally goes to our fees. So let's say I'm giving that credit. Let's say you apply that credit to this right here. You're basically getting 2.75% without paying any points or discounts. That's beats everything that you can find on the web everywhere. So that's kind of what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to help as many people out as we can. So if you, your family, your friends, neighbors, coworkers, anybody, if you know a veteran, please get the word out to them and help them save some money or help yourself and put your family in a better position. So that being said, if you're looking for some help, the best way to get us is give me a call at 844-775-5626 right here. Or email me at D for Dan, Frio, which is Frio, at preferredrate.com. So dfrio at preferredrate.com. That's how you get a hold of me personally. I'd love to help. So let me take this one step further. If you're out there and you're looking for a mortgage, you're looking to buy a house, need pre-approved, let me know. I'd love to help you. You can go to the thefrioteam.com, give us a call, or shoot me an email, and we can get you pre-approved probably within an hour. If you're in the mortgage process right now, please send me your quote. And again, I'm not going to play the car dealership game. I'll come back to you. Send me what you're getting, and I'll say, here's what I got. And you're getting money, so try to get it as cheap as you can, but don't get the wool pulled over your eyes, because so many people bait and switch you, tell you what you want to hear, and then when it comes down to it, you kind of learn the hard way. I'll say it that way. So send me. When you apply for a loan, you have to receive what's called a loan estimate or a fee worksheet from the lender, and it goes through everything. It'll go through the rate, the loan amount, and all the costs and where every penny went to. Please send me a copy of that. Send it to dfrio at preferredrate.com. I'll review it and say, you know what, that's phenomenal. Take it. Or I'm going to scratch through it in most cases and say, here's my rate, here's my costs, Don't be surprised if I win in both those areas. Okay. The next thing is if you currently have a VA mortgage or any mortgage, but especially we're talking about VA right now. If you have a VA mortgage, email me a copy of your mortgage statement. And then also just give me an idea what you think your credit score is. And I'll analyze it and come back to you probably, again, within the hour, if it's during office hours, and I'll say, here's what I can or can't do, and does it make sense? I'll probably send you like an analysis or something to break down the numbers to show you, yes, this makes a ton of sense. Or you know what? I wouldn't do it. And I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you what I would or wouldn't do. But in most cases, our average loan right now is just shy of $300,000. So if you can drop your rate 0.5% on a $300,000 loan or even $200,000 loan, you'd be very much surprised how much you can save. And to take it one step further, let's say, for example, that we could save you $300-400 a month. But just wonder if you can continue to make your same payment that you're paying now and pay off your house maybe 5, 6, 10 years early. Just think how much money you'd save in that case. So I'd love to help. Thank you again for doing what you did, and the families out there who have sacrificed to help keep our freedoms the way so we can do what we do. So God bless. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. Share this video so you might help other veterans out there get into a much better financial position. And God bless. I will see you, God willing, tomorrow, same time, same place. See you then. Bye-bye.